We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, let the silent be direct this We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, let the silent be direct this groove.
I wonder when it was gonna come out, goddamn.
We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, step aside, let me direct this groove. We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, step aside, let me direct this groove.
Welcome, everybody, to the Lifted Vibes radio show on Real Talk 100 Radio, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to Tubby the Kid on Instagram. This is Lifted Vibes, y'all. Y'all tune in every Thursday night from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tubby, it's your show, my man.
Yes, sir. Peace and blessings, my people, man. I appreciate y'all for being here this evening. I am Tubby the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja, and we are in the building with some good lifted vibes today. We really have a good topic for y'all tonight. I know when I posted it, I said parents, but let's change parents to adults to generalize the conversation on what we're speaking about. If you are late to this, if you didn't catch the post, our topic tonight is immature adults versus mature children. Immature adults versus mature children. I know this is a hot topic. I know that we have some people that can and will chime in and tune in with us tonight. Again, this is the Lifted Vibes radio show. We got some good music coming up for y'all. Tonight, I'm actually going to dedicate this show to one of my partners who just happens to be a very great artist, Mr. Lot P. Star out of Huntsville, Texas. A lot of y'all might know him. A lot of y'all might know his work and his music. He's been grinding hard, doing his thing. And we just want to give people their flowers while they're here and before they make it, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, because in my mind, in my eyes, this young man has already made it. He's making the necessary steps to be relevant in the game, to be heard in the game and things of that sort. I just want to give him a little love. I asked him earlier if he would be able to call in with us. Unfortunately, my brother just had surgery. I think he says on the back of his ear or something like that. We sending you out love, man. It's blessings. We just want to vibe tonight, man. Mr. Lot P Star, we want to give you all the love and respect that you deserve as far as your music, your movement. Love you, bro, and it's gonna stay like that. So, with me saying that, let's get into some of Mr. Lot P's music. We're trying to pull it up. We're trying to keep it going. While Malcolm is doing that, let's just get on our topic. Immature adults and mature children. A lot of y'all might not understand where I'm coming from with that, what I'm speaking on in that matter. But what I mean by that is that we have a lot of adults who want to go backwards, and we have a lot of children who want to be adults too fast. And there's definitely a line and a barrier between that. If you are a parent, excuse excuse me, if you are a parent or you are an adult who has some type of influence on the children, this is probably the show to tune into tonight. I personally got this topic from sitting and talking to a couple of my people and my friends, and this kind of just kept on hitting home because of what's going on in the community surrounding us, in the world surrounding us. We are living in a very confusing time, so to speak. And this is not to throw shade at anybody. This is not to make anybody feel any type of way as far as the way that you're raising your children or the way that you're doing things. I just feel like it's important for us to hit on certain things and say certain things and shine a light on it. So this is what I'm on tonight. Feel free to call in. Feel free to call in. Feel free to chime in. Hit that comment section. We got the call in number going across the screen, and we see Miss Shaniqua says stepping on toes early, sir. I'm not trying to step on no toes. I just want to shed light on some things that I feel like is important. This has absolutely nothing to do with music at all. People say, "Oh, why your topic's not more about music?" Well, I try to hit on all bases. I try to speak on life in general. I try to give y'all something to go off of besides the music. But this is our topic tonight: immature adults and mature children. Um, if if we dissect it, if we look into it, this is what's going on. We got a lot of adults who who have missed out on whatever childhood that they feel like they should have had. So now they're going backwards and trying to relive that, which I feel like is totally backwards. We got a lot of children who want to be in the place of adults, but haven't been properly groomed and properly taught how to function and how to live in life. So that's exactly where this came from for me. I sit down, I try to do a lot of thinking, I try to have good topics for y'all. I see people are chimed in right now. Y'all feel free, like I say, to call that number on the bottom of the screen. We would love to hear from you. I love to hear your thoughts, anything that's going on with you, your personal experiences on this. Again, if you have children, if you have if you have insight on this, I would love to hear from y'all. I would love for y'all to be in tune with us. So this is what we're on tonight. I'm still trying to find and figure out about the music.
Yes,
It's
I'm ready.
so yeah, we're gonna go into a song right now to give y'all some time to chime in and things of that sort. As I said, I'm dedicating this show to my dear friend, my brother in arms in the struggle, Mr. Lot P Star. We're gonna start this off with let's do let's go Fuego. find it's one called Fuego. That's a hot one right there. Fuego. There we go. Without further ado, this is Mr. Lot P Star with Fuego, and he jamming. He jamming. Y'all get that boy a listen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the music. Let me know what y'all think about the topic. Chime in. It's your boy Tubby the Kid. Lifted Vibes on Real Talk 100 Radio. Go ahead, play that thing.
Strong, and I feel like thermite this motherfucker right now. Hot as hot. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy. Somebody give me some water, I'm lit. Y'all niggas in hoes destroying my dick. I don't know you niggas, don't picture my click with flow. The niggas don't hustle this bitch. All my niggas body they zero. Then shots out the drop, Chocomero. Still gonna chop my eyes on the Spiro. Big ass while my face with this narrow. All shit on it like Bubba Pharaoh. No, not rubber with my dinero. You want my 45 with your hair, go call me out. I promise I'm there, hoes. Shoot shit up, I'm carving out air hoes. When I was there, then I was you there, bro. Ain't no food to eat, was you there? Those niggas making the heart of a scarecrow. Goes on my body, I bet it, I wear it. I'm painted this up, it don't nobody care though. How did I got it? Just me, I'm aware though. Suit up and right, it's just me and my cane. Go sticking my chips like Tetris or Lego. These niggas with me gon' move if I say so. None of my hitting, I promise you lay low. I ain't just hot, you bitch, I'm white. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy. Somebody give me some water, I'm heated. I'm chasing that baby, I'm starving, I need it. You ain't talking money, bitch, moving right beat it. I grunt till I can't go to sleep and repeat it. We run up a show and you niggas retreated. I'm out to the niggas can't come to that beat it. I'm falling my nigga, yo, hunter depleted. I'm catching the dust while you getting defeated. Weak ass niggas can't touch this. Big Glock boy, nigga on fuck shit. I reach out with the phone and I touch shit. My bad, I've been going through some tough shit. No love, I don't know who to fuck with. I'm in the studio trying to cook up hits. No job right now, gotta hit licks. Big money, I'm afraid of the quick fix. No little work, more like 6 bricks. See, I'ma go get it while watching my ass. Truck it behind me, I'm doing the dance. My move never stable, I randomly spam. Turn I'm hell on the race to this cash. My niggas the tight, you don't want to clash. I fuck with the glizzy and shoot through the glass. Just beefing with me, then I promise to smash. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy. I'ma hit this lick, just me and my cake. I'll stack my bread like Tetris, like Legos. These niggas with me move when I say so. One hand on the guard, they gon' lay low. Whip up, them, I'm running this place. So stop this shit, I go with it. Kato, no size game, but double my peso. Somebody give me some water, I'm boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm feeling that boy, man.
Hey man. Hey man. Say bad.
Feeling that boy for real.
My
man.
boy say he Fuego. And I agree. If you don't know what Fuego means, that means fire. That boy fire right there, man. And I stand behind him 100%. That is my brother. Been knowing that man for a long time. We will actually get a chance to sit down with him right here in the studio, right here at Lifted Vibes at Real Talk 100 Radio, and I will be doing a personal interview with him. I'm looking forward to it. I love his music. I love his movement. He been doing it, hell, all his life, same way that I have. We actually met a long time ago on some music shit. I do love, I love everything about the way that he raps, the way that he moves, bro. That dude there is hot, heat, fire. Y'all putting the right emojis on there because my boy is hot. Y'all feel free to tune in. Feel free to call in. I'm Tubby the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja, and this is how we starting it off. This is how we kicking it off. Let's see what they saying in the comments right there. Let's talk about kids that's forced to be mature because of the immature adult. And that is most definitely where this is coming from. I'm coming from the shoulders with it. There are a lot of us who are out here forced to be mature ahead of our time. I can I can speak from a bit of personal experience, but only in a manner because of how I came up and my stature, the way that I looked. I was always bigger than everybody, so it kind of forced me to be more mature than I actually was at the time. So it forced me to kind of grow up a little faster. We don't personally know everybody's situation, but I can give you a touch of where I come from. I come from a family of four. I have four brothers and sisters, two brothers, two sisters that I grew up with in my immediate family, and even with them, I was bigger than them. You know, as far as my stature and how I was built. So having older siblings, I'm the youngest of five. So having older siblings kind of forced me in a way to be more mature than I actually was. Did it work out for me? In some areas it did. In some areas I felt like I was thrown in there too fast as far as learning and experience and certain things. So I had to act in a certain manner ahead of my time. And I took it and flipped it for the positive. You know, I took my experience and I allowed it to elevate me. I allowed it to make me to make me move different. So the way that we're looking at it now and what I'm speaking on is more so those who aren't ready for that, who are already out there, forcing themselves versus society forcing them to grow up so fast. I know a lot of people who don't have to partake in a certain lifestyle, but they think that it's so glamorous when you get out there on your own, and when it's really not. So that's where my head is at with that. We thank Miss, who is that, Aaliyah Sprayberry. Uh, don't know you personally, but I appreciate you for your comments and your time. We got Miss Latasha Stay Real Never Fake Haynes. We just had her on the show. Hey Latasha, how you doing? She said immature adults don't want to get old. They don't want to mature and be a parent. They want to be their kids' friends instead of the parent. Some kids have no choice but to grow up and take care of themselves and their siblings because they are forced. I totally 100% agree with that. Let's let's examine more of what you're saying in this comment, because you really hit on something that brought this about. They don't want to be their kids. Hold on. They want to be their kids' friends instead of their parent, and that is where the problem lies. Because there has to be a line drawn. There has to be some kind of contrast. There has to be some type of barrier that you set. Again, I will tell y'all, I love my mama to death, but I know that she's my mama. You feel what I'm saying? She's a very good person and a dear friend in some kind of ways, but I never forget that that's my mama. Kendra Brown, I love you to death. I will tell everybody on each show, as y'all can see, y'all can call me a mama's boy or whatever. I say this on every show. I will give my mama her flowers while she's living. You're not going to see me have to do that once she's dead and gone. I will still give her homage and give her respect once that happens. But that is part of the underlying problem, is that we don't know how to separate friendship and being a parent, or just being an influential adult towards the children, because it's not always just the parents that children are looking up to. They're looking up to the people around them, the people who are influencing them on a daily basis. So what example are we setting for these children to be more progressive in life? And that brings me to another point, that I'm trying to get going with my show. I want to be able. So if you have children that are talented and want to be a part of the radio world, the music world, and try to do something constructive with themselves, Lifted Vibes will be offering a children's show. And what that will basically be and consist of is what I'm doing right here. The children will be able to do that and express themselves. I will oversee it, but I will not interfere in any kind of way. You will not hear my voice for the most part. You will hear the children. I want them to be able to have a platform and give them something to go off of. I want them to have more to look forward to than the streets and just straight up bullshit. So this is what I'm offering on my platform. Again, y'all can inbox me, y'all can call, y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that. But I really want to get the children involved in something like this to give them something inspirational to be a part of. Because I know that if this was offered to me at a certain time in my life, that I would probably be on a different path. But we all have the power of free will. Choices, choices, choices. You make the choices, but understand that you have to deal with it. Let's hold on. I see some more comments up here. Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry right there is saying most of these parents only be 15 years apart from the kids these days. Factual. Oh man, you stabbed somebody with that one. Whoo, Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry says most of the parents only 15 years apart from the kid. So that's creating a problem within itself too. So what's being said here is that you're not even adult enough to be showing a child how to grow and be a successful, prosperous adult in society. That is a big problem. No shade to anybody who's had children at a young age or whatever, because hey, shit happens, you know? And when shit happens, you just gotta keep on going. But you have to understand that at some given point, it's time to put you aside and raise a productive human being in society. You feel what I'm saying? If your children are not enough, if the children are not enough to make you reevaluate yourself and make you look and say, hey, I need to change whatever it is that I'm doing in order for them to be successful, there's something completely wrong with you. You feel what I'm saying? And again, it's not shade. I'm not here to throw shade. I'm not here to down talk, downplay nobody in that fashion. But I'm just gonna keep it a stack. You know, being a person that has been influential to certain children, I still have I still have children to this day who look up to me in a certain fashion. I was just talking to my nephew a couple of days ago. Shout out to my sister Tashika. Shout out to my nephew Cam, because I got a chance to talk to him and have, basically a heart to heart with him. And I was letting him know that it's more out here than just running with your friends and following behind your friends and thinking that's the trend. At the end of the day, when you fall short, your friend's not there to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? The people who so-called call themselves your friends ain't gonna be the ones taking the lick or taking the load and the responsibility. So we have to, as parents, as parents and as productive adults in society, we have to be able to groom the children to a point where even when you're not looking at them, they have the integrity to turn away from certain things because it's already instilled. But if you've only given them an example of wrongdoings and foolishness, then what are we going off of? We just had a tragic situation, and I'm not gonna speak on names. I'm not gonna say names personally, but a young man lost his life here in the past weekend, over straight foolishness. And there are a lot of adults that chimed in on that, saying, how they felt and this, that, and the third. Well, my thing was with any situation that's involving that is, what are we doing to prevent these things from occurring? Are we really being a light and being influential to them ahead of time, or are we waiting until something tragic happens to open our mouths and say that, oh yeah, this person, that person should have done that? Well, you could have been this and that person that prevented all of that. So that bothers me, for people to have to be so vocal and have a voice after the fact of things going on like that. And it's like, bro, you're the same one who was encouraging these people to be on bullshit. So let's not wait. Let's not wait and sit around and be twiddling our thumbs while we see these kids going down a path of destruction, and then it's all sad once it comes out. I don't like that. I try my best to not be that type of person, and it's really sad. Like I say, all situations involving that, yes, it's very sad, but we as a people can bind together and prevent a lot of this from going on, because we we, we don't realize the power. We don't realize the influence that we really have on these children's lives. So you got a chance to turn it around, do just that. Let's get into some more of these comments. Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry, girl, you on a roll tonight. I don't see nobody else chiming in, so I'm gonna keep on reading her comments. Hey, it is what it is. Role models used to be parents, aunties, maybe athletes. Now it's these rappers and trappers and the kids look up to. You hit it on the head. So let's look at the position that even I'm in myself. I'm a singer, I'm a rapper, I'm a musician, and I've chosen to take my platform and be positive. You feel what I'm saying? The same way that the rappers are the influence and the role models to these children, they ought to be on a wave to say, you know what I'm doing is leading them down a path of destruction. What I'm doing is causing more death than it's bringing life. If y'all listened in last week when I rap, one of the lines that I say is, I come to speak life and not death, and cause a chain of unification amongst Black wealth. That is a deep line, because I'm not just speaking on, just the children. I'm speaking on adults as well. So what we have to be those ambassadors and those beacons of light to speak life into whatever it is that we touch. Because if everything that you touch is death and destruction, that's all you're gonna get out of this situation. People don't look that. Oh man, you gotta pull that one up. That's my mama right there. My mama in here. Hey mama, I love you. I want to say how proud I am of my baby. I love you, Tubby the Kid. Good night. Good night, mama. I love you too. I do appreciate you for tuning in. And that is the only approval from anybody that I really give a damn about. I'm just gonna be real with you. Since I've been on a path of trying to do this, my mama will always either call me, or when I pop up on her, she gonna tell me that she loves me and she's proud of me, and I do appreciate it. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry on the show. That's my mama. Mama, I love you. P.O.P. Hold it down.
I ought to put that on the screen right now.
Yeah, man, that does my heart some justice to see my mama in here, man. If y'all don't know how our relationship is, she very much is vocal in my life, in my siblings' life, and things like that. And this is why I can have the voice to say what I say. It would be no Tubby without that woman right there. And I will pay homage and give my mama love any and every time that I am on this platform. Anytime that y'all see me, I love that woman to death. Yeah, but she raised me. She raised me in the manner to let me know that I'm your mama. I ain't your friend. So I don't talk to her in a certain manner. There's certain things that I don't do or say around her. I still conscientious about things like that. So yeah, as y'all can see, I pay my mama all the love and respect. I do. I really, really appreciate her for tuning in. Most times she's sleep around this time because she has to get up early and go to work and things like that. But she stayed up for her baby boy tonight, and I do appreciate that. And because of that, I'm not even gonna talk no more right now. Let's go into another song. We're gonna play another one by Mr. Lot P. Star. I will get into y'all's comments. Y'all hold y'all's thoughts. If y'all really want to talk to me, y'all chime in. Y'all that number is flashing across the screen throughout this whole show. Somebody call in, y'all give me a holler, y'all talk to me, and I will talk back. Let's go with um he had matter of fact, this one is featuring one of my other partners. Both of them are from Huntsville. I shout out Huntsville, Texas. Shout out Side. I love all of y'all, man. I really wish a lot of y'all would pay more attention and chime into these things. Send me your music. Send me some love. Send me some thumbs up. But anyway, this is a track by Lot P Star and my boy Savage Blue. Shout out to my boy Savage Blue Khalil. It's called Rover, man. It's a banger to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't favor towards a lot of songs, but when he sent me this one, it's a bop. You know what I'm saying? I really like this song right here, man. Shout out again to Lot P. Shout out again to Savage Blue. This is Rover by those two gentlemen, and it's a banger. Y'all check this out. Let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, I don't want to say that blue shit, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, cash out. I got the pack in my lap in a roll. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in a roll. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in a roll. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in a roll. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. 187, you know I'm a soldier. Ain't making that paper while smoking this dope. Trying to look good with a K on my shoulder. Cake in my lap, running rounds to the smoke. Concentrate me in the cake, I was soaking. I need a bitch who gon' play me like gold. Country that nigga, my strap in the house. Playing the life with his ass on the post. Talking my hours, my kitchen, my spouse. Me and my cousins too deep with some toast. Feel like a shell cooking shit in the road. Yo, as you clap if you lack that it's sold. Never felt what I already told. Throughout my life, I'm a free like it cold. Looking like quicker the more I get older. Staying in them 10 and them sniffers of pole. You know it's big when you smell it, the smoke. Spinning my pockets.
Yeah, y'all ain't fucking my boy.
Bitch got me other cats that I told. Cause my cousin, they love in the hour. I'll say I'm cute, I get love like yo. Drop me a one, it's green in my soul. She got me slow as a city premotor. Shoot up your block if you lack to make quota. Big back together like wonders of hope. These niggas tough and ain't playing no poke. I'm on the council, you know I'm a smoker. Why you so serious, bitch, you a joker. I bet they went through your mind and we know it. Slipping went on in the streets, gonna show you. He wasn't lying, was saying who told you. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Yo, ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe. Yo ass get clapped if you lack in this hoe.
It's over. It's over. Hey man, that's a little bop right there, man. Again, hey, real talk, P Star, Blue on can't lie, man. They jamming on that. If you wasn't bopping to that, it's something wrong with you, man. I seen you tapping your feet, Chief. I seen that. You know, I seen all of that. So yeah. Again, that was Rover by Lot P Star and Mr. Savage Blue. Shout out Huntsville, Texas, Ville side, man. Them my boys right there. Personally know those brothers very well. They very vocal out there in them streets. That man, look. that hot box music. That's exactly what that is. Cause I can't smoke nothing, but if I was smoking the blunt, I'd probably be riding around or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's hot right there. I know y'all see us, Huntsville, Texas. Yes, Miss Shaniqua. We represent, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talented artists out there. I love them boys, man.
We got a couple of old heads on here that have no idea what a hot box is, man. Please enlighten them.
What is a hot box? Hot boxing is when you're sitting in an enclosed area, be it a car, a let's say a shed of some sort, a room or anything of that sort. None of the windows are let down or open or anything like that, and you smoking a bunch of marijuana. That is what hot boxing is. You sit in your car and whatnot. You know, somebody might have they shit plugged up to the aux cord or Bluetooth or whatever, and y'all sitting there jamming music and just blowing away. You know what I'm saying? As I say, I can't partake myself anymore for reasons not to be expressed on lifted vibes. But yeah, that's what that is, man. That's most definitely some hot box music right there. Let's get back into these comments. Let's get back into our topic. Miss Latasha says, excuse me, my son is about to be 17 and I'm 35. So that's a 17-year difference. It's not the age, it's the maturity in the adult period. Kind of hits right back on what I was saying before we went into that song. And that's exactly what it is. It's the level of maturity. It's understanding that you got to put self aside and you have to you have to mature. You have to be an adult. You have to put that foolishness aside and raise your children in order for them to see an example of what it is to be a productive adult in society once they become adults. So I totally agree with that statement. It's not about the age, it's about your level of maturity. But again, you don't want to rush your good years and then be trying to backtrack and get them back and all of this old foolishness when it's, so to speak, too late. It's never too late to change, but it sometimes it's just too late in order for you to try to pick up the pieces and be young again. You've missed out on your time, so to speak.
You have a call. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight? Hello? They just hung up. I heard it. Okay.
So sorry, whoever that is that was calling. Let's get you back in here. I really do want to chop game with y'all. Y'all give me some insight and things like that on y'all personal perspective. Miss Latasha, we respect you. We thank you for your comment. We thank you for your insight and giving us light on the situation, be it somebody that has experience in that area. Again, that's Miss Latasha Haynes. She was my guest on here last week. Y'all go and check out her book, which is called Behind Closed Doors, The Pain Beneath the Surface. If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all give her a follow. Y'all give her some love. So yeah, that's what's up. Let's see. Miss Dreamer Blackburn, the famous people, all you gotta do is watch the Grammys. Uh yeah, if we speaking on people who are influential, yeah, most definitely. Those people are whoo. Seem like all of them got horns on their heads and whatnot. So that's a big part of what's influencing our children to be a certain way and to move a certain way. So and again, everything is about choices. So whatever the choice is that you make is ultimately gonna reflect in your life and in whatever that you do in life. So yeah, I'm feeling that. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, Miss Latasha Haynes says she meant to say she meant about to be 18. Yeah, no need for correction. We understood. We got where you were going with it. It's no shade or anything like that. We understand. Um, yeah, it's a lot to dissect with those comments and with those things that are going on. We don't want to, like I say, you don't want to rush these years of trying to be an adult ahead of your time. And again, we don't want adults to be trying to rush their time or try to go backwards, because there is no backwards. It's only forward motion. You dig what I'm saying? So whatsoever you feel in your life, go for it, but understand that some shit just ain't meant to be hit on no more. You're outdated. You outage certain things, and that's not how we live. And we live into to elevate. We live in to go forward. But when you have adults out here who are taking on the immature state of mind and taking on these childish ways and whatnot, what kind of example are we setting for people? Me, I like I say, I have a lot of influence that I could be on something totally. I could be on something totally different. I could be, I could have took the latter route. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm on this platform and I'm trying to elevate my people. Not just the children, but like I say, Lifted Vibes will be offering up a complete show for the children, to where they can express themselves and be heard and be seen, and have a platform to do something different with their lives besides be negative. Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry, I thought we had lost you for a second, but you're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Uh, I mean, let's be real. Can you really teach a kid everything that they need to know to be a productive adult at 15 through 17? No, because it starts before that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're not instilling it in them at an early age, and again, it's about choices, because I know people who have, so to speak, been raised completely right, who have taken the wrong path,
I
or
think she
you
was
know
referring to the age that you have the child.
at the,
It was
okay, cool. I apologize. I get what you're saying. So you're saying that you, at 15 through 17, having a child, can influence your child to be a productive adult because you yourself are not an adult. I think I just said that earlier. So that's really, yeah, that's hitting back on what I'm saying. But even with that, it's the mindset. Because if your parents, to begin with, even if you are a teen parent, a young parent, or whatever, if they've already given it to you in a perspective, and shown you the right ways, or giving you the guidelines to be right, then you know what to do with it when it presents itself. So that's all a part of your mindset, and your level of maturity, because I've seen children speak a mouthful. The Bible even tells us, out of the mouth of babes. So we're not discrediting that children can be smart, intellectual, mature, or whatever. What I'm saying is that we have a lot of them trying to be mature in the wrong ways. You know what I'm saying? Being responsible and being mature is more than just knowing how to roll a blunt, or knowing how to load a gun. You feel what I'm saying? Or knowing how to go out there and pop it for pimp. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that. I do appreciate you again, Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry, for your comment. It took me a second to digest it. I thank Miss Say for hitting on it and bringing it back to the light for me to understand what was being said in the comment, because I took it a totally different way. But yeah, that most definitely is right. How do you know how to teach somebody to be a productive adult if you're only 15 through 17? And that's with anything. You can't teach anything that you have no knowledge of, you have no experience with. So it comes with the territory. It comes with us being more responsible and more attentive to what we need to be doing in society. If we're not groomed in the first place to know what's right, to know how to teach right, then we can't. Don't go out there trying to teach a motherfucker something that you have absolutely no experience with. And that goes for any walk of life, not just raising children, not just being influential to children. That goes for you too. Bring it home to yourself. I speak a lot about self-evaluation, self-cultivation, and elevating your own mind. We can't blame the next person because we're all pretty much given the same tools and the same opportunities to be productive and go forward in life and be something. So I appreciate everybody for their love and their comments. Again, whoever that was trying to call in, y'all try to give us a call again. We here, we listening. We tuned in, man. This is Lifted Vibes. I'm Tub the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja, here on Real Talk 100 Radio, and we just vibing, we enjoying ourselves. I love everybody who is tuning in. I love everybody who's sharing it, who's liking it, who is giving us love. This show can only get better from here, and as y'all can see, every week that we're tuning in, and every week that we're broadcasting, it's getting better. We're getting more followers, we're getting more people in here. Again, I want to be able to dedicate at least one show a month to the children. That is my way of giving back to the people, giving back to the community, and allowing somebody else a chance on this platform to elevate themselves. You never know what will be said or done on this show as far as from our children that will most definitely inspire somebody else. If you do have children and you do have people that want to be featured on this show, inbox me or hit me at the email liftedvibes@gmail.com. That's LIFTDVYBEZ at gmail.com. Send in your music. Send in me some topics, some ideas. If y'all want to hear something, talked about and expressed on this show, I'm open to all ideas. It doesn't have to specifically be about music. It doesn't have to specifically be about anything. If y'all want to talk and get real with your boy, that is exactly what we'll do here on Lifted Vibes. Yes. Go ahead, Malcolm.
Right quick, since we're on the subject of immature parents and mature kids, did y'all hear the story about the lady who left?
All right, so Malcolm, you kind of stole one of our. So this is what I'll do.
I'm sorry.
You kind of stole one of our topics because we were literally just talking about this before we got here. I'm not personally gonna go in. I'm actually. Let's do this before I talk about that. Before we get into that, let's play one more song, and I'm gonna switch out for a second with Miss Say, and I will let Miss Say hit on this topic right here because
you want to save the comments too until after.
We can say that one right there. I'll get into that one. Then we'll go into the song, and I'm gonna be switching over at 11 o'clock hour to Miss Say. I'm gonna let Miss Say hit on that topic because she brought it to my attention. We had some strong views on it. We were talking about this and discussing it right before we came, and it fit perfect with what we're on and what we're talking about here. So let's go, Miss. You can pull Miss Latasha's comment back up. Okay. Let me see what she has to say. I'll hit on that. I'll comment on what she's saying, and then we'll go into a song. Take a short intermission with that song being played, and we're right back. And you will not see my shining bright chocolate face for a second, but I'm gonna let Miss Say have the floor for a second, and then we'll switch back out. Yes, and women, please stop being in the clubs popping your pussy with barely any clothes on, trying to stay young and be your daughter's friend. A lot of women are aging but not maturing, and that last part of that, I love the way you just worded that. A lot of women are aging but not maturing. Now that's deep. Let me say it again. A lot of women are aging but not maturing. So that means you're getting older by the day, but your mind is staying the same. Your habits are staying the same. You still think it's Freaknik in 95. You feel what I'm saying?
Yikes.
Now that's deep right there. Not to dispute anything or discard anything that you said before that comment, but that part of that comment really just hit home. A lot of women are aging but not maturing. A lot of adults are aging and not maturing. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? Freaknik in 95. What's that?
Well,
Freaknik.
I'm just trying to help you. A lot of people don't know that. A
oh,
lot of people don't know
Let me
that.
educate you. Be it that I'm a young brother, I've never been to it myself, never experienced it, but I do have people who I've been around who will express to you what exactly Freaknik was. Freaknik in
it
'95,
was a oasis.
it was.
A oasis.
It's a freaky picnic. It's exactly what it sounds like. A bunch of grown motherfuckers out there just freaking and nicking and freaking. uh, the closest example that I could give you probably of Freaknik is like the Kappa Beach party, but just imagine the Kappa Beach party and everybody just pretty much naked doing their thing. But yeah, Freaknik 95. Yeah, that's the closest example I can get. Shout out to my boy Patrick. Uh, shout out to who is that right there? Trelly. Thank y'all for tuning. I Those are some of my from around the way. We love y'all. We respect y'all for tuning in. I believe we have a caller or
Keeps dropping. Hello, is anybody there? I don't know what's going on. That's the second time it dropped.
okay. So we're having a couple of technical difficulties as far as the phone lines are going right now. We're getting that straightened out at this point. It is 11 o'clock, so let's go into one more song by Mr. Lot P. Star. I believe he has one called, oh my God, what is the name of that song? Checkmate. Checkmate. Let's go into Checkmate by Mr. Lot P. Star. Again, this is my brother, my friend. I give him homage and respect. They say give people their flowers while they're living, and that is exactly what I would do. Let me see if he checkmate right there. Right there. So this is Checkmate by Mr. Lot P. Star. Again, my brother, we wish you all love and success. I wish you a speedy healing process, brother. I will be praying for you, and you know it's all love. Love you to death, man. But without further ado, this is Lot P. Star with Checkmate on Lifted Vibes radio show here at Real Talk 100 Radio. One more thing before we go into that song. Let me give a shout out to my barber, the country barber. If y'all wondering why your boy looking so good, so chocolatey, so fresh when I do come on this show, that man is who hooks me up every time. That's my little bro. I love him to death. Shout out to the country barber, aka Jay Lewis. He is located out in Huntsville, but he does have the means to travel and get around to you. So let's show him some love. Show my boy Live Peace some love. And we're going to get into this song in just a second. If y'all are trying to call in, again, we do apologize because we're having some technical difficulties with that at this point, but we most definitely are working out the kinks in order for y'all to be able to call in and things. Don't stop trying. Y'all keep trying to call in and whatnot so we can test the phone lines out and see what's going. But yeah, Lot P Star, Checkmate. Y'all give my boy the country barber some love, Jay Lewis, man, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling here at Lifted Vibes on Real Talk 100 Radio with Tubby DAKIDD, aka the Soul Ninja.
keep business, bitch. Straw. I've been quiet a while, but fuck being modest. Cause I'm really the hottest. You need to run about money, they out to the plug and lying about how they bodies. Me and my twin was 15 and 16, running a burglary, ringing on cottage. 22 guys in the bed at my mama crib, and she ain't even know that the body. We was already ducking the PO. I was in junior finessing the CO. Average commander, respect like a Leo. These ain't the tacos you get from your TO. So when the black got it hot in the Rio. We was getting that bread, yeah, you ain't ready, come see me in prison. I rip a track out the back of my head. Niggas look right in the game, he got put down to 21. He was probably scared. I was 14 trying to split me a head. Chunking that P up and ripping that red. All of these brain got me ducking the feds. Think I really should chill. I don't be saying that shit just to make niggas nervous. You touch me and you get killed. Bitch ain't look, bitch, I got skills. Shoot up the section and call it a drill. These niggas right, these guys don't pills. I really don't give a fuck how you feel. Bitch, I'm the loudest to come from the field. Shockmate, putting off from my hood in the next state. Niggas ain't rocking with me, they dead weight. Niggas taking it as stiff as a lead brace. Occupy right now when the bread chase. Show you what I'ma do.
That one, the second one, right below the one you got up there.
We all got our own and we still finna match. And if you ain't got it, then we finna patch. Bitch, I'm the one like the keys to the latch. Don't be the next kid, we finna catch. I'm blowing the moment. I have to tell the bro to get active, cause he had to drop it, was already on it. The shit that I got in my gun hit your engine and it's knocking out by the motor components. Niggas can't catch me when I get to zone it. It's me versus me, I ain't got an opponent.
You ready?
All right, y'all, we are back on the Lifted Vibes show. Tubby Kid is in the building. Thank y'all for your patience. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. We encourage you to continue sharing the video worldwide. We want everybody to know who Lifted Vibes is all about, who is and what it's all about. Tubby the Kid and Miss Say is about to chime in now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please share the video all over the world. This is Lifted Vibes on Real Talk 100 Radio.
So, Brother Malcolm, you brought up the situation with the lady that left her children at home and went to Alabama.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know the internet detectives went and found this woman's social media pages, and she's posting as recent as today. So she's not deceased
No,
at all.
no.
And the post that she made was in reference to the dad. She called him controlling and abusive and said that he put the laws on him, completely negating the fact that you've left a 12-year-old
3-year-old.
and a 3-year-old
Mhm.
in New Caney, Montgomery County, of all places,
Right, right,
unattended
right.
for months. Some kind of way it went back to what the man wasn't doing.
Right.
Where's the accountability?
None. She don't know what that is. I guarantee she don't know what that is. She don't know what that is at all. She has no idea what accountability is. She's, what do you call it? She's displacing blame.
She's displacing blame. And that is just totally, I don't even know if there's a word for that, because different people, of course, this is social media. We don't know these people for real. So all we can call them is them and they. She had support, Some were saying, oh, maybe something has happened to her, or, maybe she was kidnapped by, I guess, I don't know, the circus. I don't know. But I guess because she's a woman, or the mother, we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt first. But now, if that was a dad that did that, it would have been all kinds of shit. So that was all that I really had to say about that, because that was totally baffling for me, is that she's alive and well to be responding to trolls. What do you have to say about that? That's foolishness is what you call it. Now, they say that she's, I think, 32. She has a 14-year-old, 12-year-old, and the 3-year-old. I would say that the 12-year-old has better sense at 12 than what she has at 32.
Again, forcing children to be mature before their time.
Yes,
You know, they, that's sad.
that's really sad.
The whole situation itself.
But instead of saying, hey, maybe, I lost my mind, or, you know what I'm saying, I let my narcotic get the best of me, I'm an alcoholic, whatever blame she could do, instead of her putting that on herself, she blames the dad, who, of course, is living out of state somewhere. They say that the child was calling him saying that, hey, daddy, can you send us some food? And that's how they were eating. And but she put it back on him. She called him abusive and controlling. Now, I don't know. I don't know if he's abusive or controlling, or what he is. What we do know is that you left those kids over there in New Caney, of all places, unattended for months.
September until January, and it's the dad's fault.
It's the dad's fault because he's controlling and abusive, and he called the police on her.
Sounds like a concerned father to me.
Well, honey, if you're watching, I need you to know Montgomery County gonna get you, baby. You picked the wrong county to abandon some kids in. I'm not saying that there's any county in Texas that it's okay to abandon your children, but most definitely not in Montgomery County.
White people ain't gonna play with
No, I don't know what they do in. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, that's the picture. Hmm. No judgment. They say she's an entertainer. I don't know what type of entertainment she does, what her skills are. Clearly, being a mama is not one of them because she checked out. She just woke up one day, she pulled a Richie and told the child or children, oh, if y'all don't know who Richie is, Harlem Nights when he, checked out with his family. But that's a joke. That's not the same thing.
Aaliyah Sprayberry's back. She said lock her up. And Miss Quinn Smith said she's loving the vibe.
Wait a minute, that's my brother right there, man. That's my boy Quinn right there. I love you, bro. Thank you for tuning in, man. That's my brother.
They most definitely are going to lock her up. Okay, now maybe somebody, got a hold, maybe she's gonna say, no, that wasn't me on the Facebook page. Somebody hacked my account. We come up with all of these things that people can say. But what we do know is that you left your 12-year-old to take care of your 3-year-old. No resources. They said that the house smelled, it was reeking of urine. And some kind of way it's the man's fault. Like,
They said there was no food in the house.
no food. The man was sending Uber Eats from California. Apparently, the dad lives in California. And the daughter was calling saying, hey, we need something to eat. So, hey, modern technology. You can send
Right.
Uber Eats,
Right.
From wherever.
Right.
And so that's how they were able to eat. And apparently she told the child, don't tell anybody that y'all are here alone. Children are so easily to be manipulated. That's why, I think he had this topic. We are ruining our children. The manipulation with kids is real, you know, and and that's so unfortunate. And then we wonder why when we turn on social media or the news and you hear of the killings and just, I mean, mayhem. It's Gotham City is what it's turning into, you know, like for real. Where is Batman? Oh, okay. But no, real talk. That was more troubling to me than anything. Instead of her taking accountability, like there's no excuse that you can give for what you did, right? There's no excuse. But the one excuse that you did give was that it was the man's fault and the mother. So what prompted all of this was her mom saw her in Alabama. The 14-year-old ran away from home. I don't know how she made it from New Caney to Mobile, Alabama. I don't know. Hitchhike. They saw her out and about. And she's like, where are my other two grandchildren? She calls the dad. Do you have the children? I got to get over there. He flies in from California to find the children unattended. You know, that is horrible.
It is.
Right here in Montgomery County. Well, this is Harris County, but right up the road.
Right up the road.
Right up the road, Montgomery County. Oh yeah, she going to jail. Baby, they waiting on you. They gonna treat you real good.
They're gonna treat you real good.
Uh-huh.
This is what the comments are saying.
Oh yes, Miss Haynes. Some people really just don't need kids. Yeah, they or using them for personal gain. Some people only recognize their kids when it's income tax time. Baby, income tax time, we mama and daddy of the year. You didn't know that the people had kids till it's time to file taxes. And then once tax season is over, then you send them to who's been really taking care of them, for the rest of the year. That's a 3-year-old.
And when I was what's even worse is I was doing searches on the internet. Hello, welcome to the Lifted Vibe Show. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with tonight? Hold on just a minute, ma'am. Second button from the top, and press all the way to your side. Second button from the top. It should be up there. I don't know what's going on. Are you pressing it hard enough? Hold on just a minute. Thank you for your patience. This is the Lifted Vibe Show on Real Talk 100 Radio, and we have a caller. We're talking about the young lady in Roman Forest who left her 3-year-old and her 12-year-old at home alone. And caller, can you hear? Can you hear me? Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is the Lifted Vibe Show. What are your thoughts tonight? Yes, ma'am. Crazy. Okay.
Okay. Chime in as far as what, ma'am? What's your question? Ooh, yikes. Well, you said glamours, ma'am. Well, That's unfortunate. And you say that the glamours are in Carol's now. Refresh my memory, because I'm not a club person anymore. But now Carol's, are we talking about Carrington's on the south side of Houston, Texas? Ooh. So you say that the grandmas is in there with the Grinch. Yikes. That's unfortunate. And to each his own, like Mr. Tubby says, it's no shade. I know whatever. I say a lot. Again, my name is Miss Say, but whatever I say is no shade and no judgment to anyone. I myself, have my own issues or whatever, as we all do. But every day, you have a chance to turn it around, regardless of your situation. But again, we can't expect anything more than what we're giving out. Okay. So if this is what you're giving out, that's just what it is. Sometimes we don't have to ask God why. We know why. Come on now. Sometimes we don't have to ask God why. We know why. If we're just honest with ourselves about what's really going on and what we're doing. Glamours at Carol's, haven't been there in a minute. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They got the grandma, Malcolm, they say they got the grandmas in there with the children now. I know it's 18 to get in.
It's
Yeah.
My mama told me she didn't play with children, so like I couldn't party, with her. It was a respect thing. Even once we all became adults, and God rest my mama's soul, she passed away in 2006. But it's we didn't, or we couldn't treat her like she was one of our little friends. Oh, we'll laugh and cut up and have a good time, but it was a respect thing. If you had your little drink, you know what I'm saying, it was gonna be in a cup. You just didn't come in walking in with your Bud Light can or with your bottle. It was a respect thing. Even something as small, cigarettes are not illegal, but you know what I'm saying, you couldn't even light up in front of your parents or grandparents back in the day. Now listen, it's open sesame, open sesame. But that's a good question, um caller, and we thank you for calling in. You didn't have nothing to say about this lady that left her children over here in New Caney. Well, she most definitely is going. They have a spot for. I don't know if they're gonna send her to Gatesville or Mountain View, or some of these female prisons here in Texas. But she most definitely is going because of that. That is hotmess.com, and for her to blame the dad. I mean, on her page, if you look it up, Raven Yates. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Her name is Raven Yates. She has a Facebook page, and 5 hours ago, she puts on there abusive dad in action. So now here's the blame. And guess who gets caught up in the middle? The children. CPS will come in and take the children from everybody. Because the last report was that not he took them back to California with him. The children are now in Alabama, they said just with relatives, whoever the relatives are. And that's unfortunate. You don't think that 12-year-old is going to be scarred by being abandoned by her mom? Children are having to suffer and pay for the sins of mama and daddy. We don't want to talk about that. It's not just her though. Maybe you haven't done something as horrible as leave your children and go to another state, but we have to realize that parenting is a very serious thing. And children are affected by our choices and by our actions. No shade, just facts.
What was funny to me, Carla, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
What was funny to me was not funny, but odd was when I was searching for this story, a bunch of other stories came. Another woman went to Mexico.
Yeah.
I was searching for Raven, is that her name?
Uh-huh.
And another
Raven
story,
Yates.
Raven Yates, another woman came up. She went to Mexico. I don't know for how long. And I said, wait a minute. No, this woman didn't say nothing about Mexico. It said she was in Texas, and this happened somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, that ain't her. I searched some more, and another story came up. I mean, it was like 7, 8, 9, 10 stories until I.
Man, I don't know if these parents think they still screen breaking or what's going on.
Well, I mean, we can really never know what's going on in the mind of, the next person. Um, Regardless, I don't think anybody has been given the gift of mind reader, but mental illness is real. I will say that, and only mental illness will make somebody do something horrific to children. Children are meant to be protected, and if you don't know that and recognize that, it's something wrong with you. That don't go just for Miss Raven Yates. That goes for all of us. I have 3 children. It goes for anybody that's watching that has children. You better be careful what you do and what you expose your kids to. I have to take into account ability of what I've exposed my children to, and so does the rest of y'all. But that's just horrible. We thank you for calling in, ma'am.
Of course. I love what y'all doing with the show. Keep up the good work.
All right.
Have a good night, ma'am. Thank you.
You too.
Take accountability for what you expose your children to. We have to take accountability. There's no accountability. And she did not give any accountability because the first thing she said was abusive dad. Montgomery County let the dad go. Okay, he's not down here. I looked at the jail roster. He's not down here. Roman Forest did not arrest the dad, but who they are looking for is Raven Yates.
So she's still not in custody.
She's still not in custody. According to the reports, they are working very closely with the police in Mobile, Alabama. So, but they gonna get her, you know. They're gonna get her. They're gonna figure out, and if somebody did hack her social media page or something like that, then trust me, with the modern technology that they have now, they're gonna get to the bottom of it, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And her money can't be that long if all, you ran to Alabama. Nothing against Alabama, but I've been through Alabama a few times. That's straight country. That's just my opinion. They have, it's Birmingham, of course, Mobile, but Alabama is, Bama. It's the country. So that's unfortunate. But I'm glad to hear that all of her children, they say, are now safe and, in the care. So
So
we good.
3 years old and 12 years old. She ought to be safe.
And a 14-year-old that had previously ran away.
The which one walked away? Ran
The
away?
A 14-year-old ran away previously before she.
That's the one that grandma saw in the street.
Yeah,
And-
she was already in Alabama with the grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she has 3 children. We don't know why the 14-year-old ran away. There's so much to this story that you just don't know. It may
Right.
be a reason that she ran away. Maybe the kids were being abused. Maybe she was. You just don't know what was going on. Over there in New Caney.
No.
And they weren't living, in a trap house or a trailer park or anything. That's the Travola community. Very, very, very nice neighborhood. Gated community, $500,000 homes. And the neighbors did not know that there were children left unattended over there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been to the Roman Forest. I'm not sure about the gated community part.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to laugh, but we saw some off screen here. But I've been to the Roman Forest,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know
So
what the gated
Travola,
community is.
yeah, so it's not that far from 59. It's a new community.
Oh, it's new. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's only maybe I don't even know if it's 5 years old.
Okay.
But
That's why I don't know.
yeah,
Because I
it's
haven't been out there since 2014.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
I used to live in Cut and Shoot. So Cut and Shoot, Cleveland,
uh-huh.
all the way back up 59. I was
Yeah.
out there, and I don't remember that community. But Roman Forest was known for pulling people over,
Yeah,
especially us.
oh, most definitely. But they don't discriminate, from what I've been told. It's not just black people. They'll pull over anybody over in Roman Forest. So we're gonna go to some more music or what we got going. I really want y'all to bring back that one song. All of it jam. The hot box one. I say hot box or no box, it jam. I don't hot box either. But hot box or no box. The song was fire.
What would y'all like me to do right now, y'all? Get some music in.
Yeah.
What would y'all like for me to play? We have Fuego has been played. Struggling has not been played. We want to do Struggling. Struggling up next. Struggling by Lot P. Star out of Huntsville, Texas. That's what we're going to play next on the Lifted Vibe Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Y'all shoot some fire across that screen if you're watching live. Please share the live videos all over the world. We want everybody to know who Lot P. Star is. We want everybody to know who the Lifted Vibe Show is and what they're here to do. Here we go with Struggling on Real Talk 100 Radio.
Lately I've been struggling, not eating what my mother say. Don't let this be my lesson. God, please punish me some other way. And I'm nowhere to never, but I'm grateful for another day. I'm about to text my 20 P at home. I'm in my brother way. Smoke a couple swishes, shoot the shit, and find another plate. Everything was moving when it smoke within that color spray. Teamwork, I'ma sway this bitch and let my brother sway. You didn't want to come out, so we posted where your mother stay. I'ma get this chopper ready. Probably wishing I'm a lady. Stalking, I'm the predator. I ain't leaving till I find a prey. I don't want to get into that shit though, cause I'm trying to pray. Asking God to help me cause I'm lost and trying to find a way. I don't want to live for them no more, is what I'm trying to say. Smoking so much weed because it helped me take my mind away. Focus on my craft and I'm perfecting what I'm trying to do. Happy cause my family always tell me we believe in you. Never trust another nigga, whether he misleading you. Talk my kids on graduating college, I'ma see it through. Baby mama happy for a nigga, wanna see it too. Nigga think he fucking with me lyrically, he get it too. Roll the blood out so spiritually, it's gorilla glue. These niggas finally really hear me. But I feel the truth, I shit on niggas, do you hear me? That's a henny fool. How's the niggas more hell than chewing with a skinny tooth? Me and you is like a 4-5 against a 22. You think it's great because I'm so quiet, I finish you. Bitch, you jumped and don't you get me snitching if they finish you. All about the Benjamins, but I'ma take the pennies too. Grind as fuck, entertainer lane, and some tennis shoes. Bout shit, you ain't bout this. Making plenty news. Call shit, sweat, I'm out here. We ain't finna lose. My life over years, my nigga, now I ain't finna choose. Rapper be the murder choice. Posted in my interviews. Next week I'm traveling with a package in my inner tube. I smash your favorite rapper, EP with an interlude. I ain't doing features for a month, cause I ain't in the mood. Now I don't really think I'm giving, but I've been to do. God, will I make it in the heaven since I've been to roots? I ain't really trying to be defiant, I just been confused. I ain't really socially compliant, cause I've been abused. I ain't sure of shit no more, I think it's cause I've been misused. This is where my issues, where the mouth, cause I need a view. I can hear the low, so I don't really feel I need a cool. Call the plug and tell him I don't want that fight. I'm leaving too.
Lot P Star, all the way from Huntsville, y'all. Huntsville, Texas. Lot P Star, and struggling. We've all struggled before. We've all struggled before at one point. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're wealthy. At some point in your life, unless you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you were struggling. That's one thing we're trying to get past right now. Struggling. Get past, get over that hump, and get to the point where we're all successful. Here at Real Talk 100 Radio, let's get back to lifted vibes on Real Talk 100 Radio.
Yes, sir. We are back with Lifted Vibes. I'm your boy Tubby the Kid, right sitting right next to me. As y'all probably already know, is Miss Say. We do appreciate Miss Say for all of her insight and input on this topic and on this situation. My brother Quinn, again, I give you some love and some shout outs, bro. I love you to death. If y'all don't know, Quinn is my best friend. I've known this man for a long time. Mr. Quinn says the problem is we don't have any more of the old school grannies out here to make these children, raising children, take accountability. And that is perfectly said, my brother. She pretty much hit on that in the call that we just got. I believe that was Miss Sprayberry.
Yes.
Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry. We do thank you again for calling in and giving us some love and offering us your insight on what you believe. But yes, Mr. Quinn, that is perfectly put. You know what I'm saying? She said it already. These glam malls. Let me make sure I'm saying the word right. Not something that I personally have ever used, but I guarantee you I'm adopting that into my vocabulary and my conversations from here on.
GLAMMAS.
Glam malls, yeah. So you got too many of them out here who turning up and in the club and all in the like Diddy. They all in the video, all on the tracks, dancing. And that in itself is a problem, man. If I'm looking at you in the club and there's 3 generations of you sad, silly motherfuckers in here, that's a problem.
Said 3 generations.
3 generations. Let's really think about it. A lot of them had children young, and their children had children young, and they right alongside them doing foolishness, and that's where the problem is created. So it's something that we got to do about that. It's something that we gotta change. We gotta change that narrative and be able to take accountability for ourselves. The biggest word that we use on this platform, I feel like, is that word right there. Accountability. No matter if you're doing music, no matter if you out there raising children, no matter if you just living and flourishing in life. Accountability is something that we all have to take for ourselves. Nobody can take that accountability for us. So it takes you to stand up and be something, and have a voice and have the mindset to try to change your situation. So accountability is very, very important in whatever it is that you're doing in life. And a lot of us are not taking accountability. Miss Say, I know you have a strong view on accountability because that is a conversation that I have had with you and we've shared amongst ourselves and things of that sort. If I'm not, if I'm correct, you dig what I'm saying? So that most definitely. Mr. Quinn chimes in again and he says, what happened to Granny and Big Mama? Granny and Big Mama, we ain't got that no more, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. We're all leaving this earth early now. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to go on social media and you're seeing RIP for not just children but 20 somethings, 30 somethings, 40 somethings, and there's nobody to look up to. But it's not too late,
Never too late.
because just like we're sitting here talking about the grannies and the big, we can bring that back. We can bring that back.
Correctly so.
Because you don't have to go with what is the popular thing. You know what I'm saying? You can choose that I'm gonna operate my household a different way. We're not gonna rock like this. We're gonna do things this way. It's never too late to turn things around.
Never
If
ever.
those names disappear. Probably so, because again, the name grandma. Some women don't want to be called granny. They don't want to be called grandmother. They say that makes them feel old. When getting older is a blessing. I just said that people are dropping dead every day, and so for you to say that you want to be anything other than the age that you are, is something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with the whole society of people who have that mindset, man. For there to be grandmas or whatever out here, man, that's foolishness, man. Be the age that you are, man. And nobody's saying that you got to be old and broke down and all of that extra. Yeah, you can live a healthy lifestyle and look young or whatever the case might be. Ain't nobody telling you to be walking around here looking like Granny from Looney Tunes. You dig what I'm saying?
No.
We respect if you're treating your body right and you look a certain. They say black don't crack. So yeah, we love that, but have some maturity about you, have some accountability and responsibility about you to be instilling something into these youngsters and to these people that's coming up and looking up to you instead of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So people don't want to change their ways, and that's what that is.
I want to chime in right quick. I want to go back to a comment that was addressed earlier. I forgot who addressed it, but they said it wasn't Quinn. It was one of the ladies. She said something to the nature of, "Can you teach someone when you're only 15 or 17 years old?" I forgot who that was.
Miss Sprayberry. Yeah,
Miss
She
Sprayberry.
said, how can you effectively teach a child something if you're still a child yourself, basically, in other words.
So let's fast forward on that question.
Okay.
They were only 15 or 17.
Okay.
Now they're a grandma or a grandma, and they only 37 years old because they had a baby when they were 17.
Okay.
20 years later, they got a 17-year-old with a baby.
Okay.
They still not prepared to be no grandma, no mama, no nothing, because they didn't learn.
And
some of them.
Well, at some point in time, you know what I'm saying, we can't use our mistakes as a crutch. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they do.
So it's like, okay, you heard something somewhere. If you go to church, or maybe not go to church.
He said it. He backdoored me.
Nowadays, the average, yes, sir.
Yeah, correctly so.
Yes,
Correctly
sir.
So. And
Yeah.
I mean, even with that, we still just like Miss Say is saying, somewhere down the road you've been taught right and wrong.
Sure.
No matter where you picked it up from, we're all afforded the same knowledge. We are all afforded some type of opportunity to learn and grow and be better within ourselves. So there is no excuse for any of this. It's all about choices. It's all about the decisions that you make. And when you're not making the right decisions, this is the results that we get. And maybe that's a part of why most grandmas out here ain't but 40 years old. You dig what I'm saying? So it's the choices that you make that are going to affect the generations to come. And that's pretty much what's being said right here on this platform.
That do as I say, not as I do, that don't fly. Because they going to do it. If they see it,
exactly,
that's what they're going to do. You make it seem okay. No, it's hard raising children for someone who is not a teen mother.
Correctly so.
Not a teen dad. It's hard raising children, period, if you're trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note, I had mentioned something about playing music earlier, and Ms. Haynes said she wanted to hear Slow It Down. She said that that's her favorite song and that she was going to find, I'm going to put some eggs. And I said that I keep eggs on deck just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So look, I told y'all that tonight's show, I won't be playing any of my music. You know what? Due to special requests, and no disrespect to my boy Lot P, this whole show, like I say, I dedicated it to your music. I still would. I'm gonna love when you're prepared to come out and do your interview or whatnot, by popular demand and by request. Only because we had a fan request that we're gonna play "Slow It Down" right now. Okay,
right.
This is my boy Stevie Dub featuring myself, Tubby the Kid, with "Slow It Down" by special request, by popular demand from Miss Latasha Haynes. She requested this, is what I'm told. I think I had stepped out briefly to relieve myself, but yes, we can most definitely play, and this would be the only Tubby the Kid song you will hear tonight. After this song, we'll do a little more talking, but I'm gonna play I think I have one more song from Lot P Star, and we're gonna wrap it up for y'all. But yeah, without further ado, this is Stevie Dub and myself, Tubby the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja, with "Slow It Down" on the Lifted Vibes radio show here at Real Talk 100 Radio. Let's do that.
I know I've been on your mind. Let's say it's an even score. You the reason for this iPhone. You been teasing more. You said when I get back home, you gon' really be a whore. Got me out here trying to make excuses how to lead the tour. But tomorrow I'm in a different city. So for now it's FaceTime, let me see a titty. Yeah, now go and rub on a kitty. Since me not being there, it's a pity. You're pretty, did you wake up with makeup on? Lips all moist, looking like you played a horn. And you already know when I break you off, you ain't getting no break till it hit the break of dawn. That booty bang, I do my thing. And true to game, you knew my name. But when I spank you with my belt, I feel like Pootie Tang. What can I say besides that I'm the man? And first I wanna see you dance. This is repeat music, if you didn't know, now I'm giving you the second chance.
Girl, the way you're looking in that mirror when you move it all around. Please don't speed it up for me. I wanna take my time and slow it down. You don't have to make a sound. The way I'm about to go to town, but we don't have to slow it down.
Hey, and once I get behind them legs, we gon' play Simon Says. We gon' take our time in the bed, cause I know the way you arch your back, I might damn near have a heart attack. Like it's fourth and long in the fourth, and I'm down by 4. Wait, but I'm a clutch quarterback. Break, spread it out and hold your cheeks. Verticals, I'm going deep. The moment that you show defeat is when you roll over and go to sleep. No surrender, no retreat. My stamina good, I can hang all night. I'ma leave you with your body frame on ice. Choke you while I stroke you, I'ma change your life. I've been praying for a wife. We ain't supposed to be out here living lonely. And you be looking nice like 4K Ultra HD on a Sony. And it always feel right, even though you started out as my homie. Now genuine sounds genuine. I want you to jump on and ride the pony like.
Girl, the way you're looking in that mirror when you move it all around. Please don't speed it up for me. I wanna take my time and slow it down. You don't have to make a sound. The way I'm about to go to town, but we don't have to slow it down. And baby, I'm prepared for your show. I'ma kiss and lick you from your head to your toe. Catch you in the kitchen cooking eggs on the Gonna take you to a place that's nice and quiet. Gonna take it real nice and slow.
I know I've been on your mind. Let's say it's an even score. You the reason for this iPhone.
All right. Like I said, that was a special request right there by popular demand. That was a request from Miss Latasha Haynes. We had her on the show last week. She is the author of Behind Closed Doors, The Pain Beneath the Surface. She is a first time author. That was slowed down by Stevie Dub and myself, Tubby D, AKIDD. And yeah, that's what that is here on the Lifted Vibes radio show here at Real Talk 100 Radio. I'm your host again, Mr. Tubby the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja. I've had Miss Say on this show with me. We do thank her for chiming in. We thank you all for all your comments, all the love, all the shares, all the likes, and the appreciation that you've given us to keep elevating on this platform, because this is about elevation. This is about us coming together as a people. This is about us just being in tune with one another and getting things out there and it's just saying it like it is, giving it to you straight up and down.
Quinn said that there's not a village anymore.
Let's hit on that. Quinn says
He made a comment
it's
about
somewhere.
there's no
It's somewhere
village.
up just a little. Yeah.
We don't have the village anymore.
Yeah. We most definitely don't have the village anymore. And what I believe my brother is saying right there is that we don't believe in our people standing together as one in the community to help raise each other's children. So it does take for us to give accountability and be able to help others where they're lacking it. We'd rather talk down on each other and we'd rather give, throw shade. And it's funny that we keep saying no shade because I ain't wear no shades this week. And if y'all understand that joke, then it's cool. If you don't, then you will realize that on each and every one of these, I have had shades on. Tonight, I wanted y'all to see my face, see my eyes, and see that I'm in here and I'm in tune with y'all and giving y'all the attention needed as far as us discussing these topics and being in here on one accord. Yeah, man, there's not a village. Miss Latasha Haynes, she says, I'm ready to be a grandma in about 6 more years. I will always keep my grandbabies. I will be home, not in the club, trying to be young, dropping it like it's warm. Yeah, you can't let it down like it's lukewarm or drop it like it's hot. That's real funny. But yeah, man, that's the mindset to keep. That's the mindset to have is, and nobody's telling you not to go out there and enjoy your life, but there's a time and a place for everything. There's certain things that you shouldn't be on when it's time for you to be a grandmother or be a parent at that. When it was time for adults to be adults, they put the children away, but the children were still accounted for. They were kept up, and there was something other than grown folks' business that your black ass was in. You dig what I'm saying? So there is now no separation between that. They used to send us in the room to play when grown folks was talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the probably one of the few that's the last of a generation of that right there. So, y'all not sending y'all kids away when it's time for adulting to be going on. They sitting right there looking right in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't what I heard.
Yeah. You getting information from the children. You want your kids to be involved. But yeah, I call me old school if you want, and I'm a very young man. I ain't but 30 years old, but I know when it was time for grown folks to be talking about grown folks stuff, we found childlike things to go and do. That's when they used to lock your ass outside, and you better not dare not come back in this house unless your ass dying. That's drinking out the water hose days. You dig what I'm saying?
Sure.
That
water was good though. What?
man, that's some
I
of the
don't
best
know.
water.
It was
Long
good to
as-
me.
Look, long as you let that bitch run for about a good 10 seconds before you go ahead and put your mouth on that boy. Oh
Yes.
man.
I don't know if it's something about it coming
Yeah.
out the
Y'all don't
hole.
even know, man. You
It's
let
like
that,
it-
you let that little hot water come up off
Yeah.
of there for about 10 seconds. Man, hold up.
Let's bring back the water hose water.
Bring back, get your
Let's
ass
bring back
outside.
the
And,
water hose
you know what
water.
I'm saying? I didn't even see people that's kind of bougie, so to speak.
They all
They'll
bougie
sit
now.
your ass outside and have cups. You dig what I'm saying? You have cups. You start off, they might give you a little tea, little lemonade or something like. But after that, after you done drunk your drinks, my nigga, or one of them little huggy juices. Do they still got the hugs juices? Them,
Yes,
them
HEB
joints
carries
right
them.
there, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
You
man.
can
You
drink
drink
them
one
and
of
water
them joints,
swallow.
and then it was water hose action, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
That's
telling
water.
boy, y'all don't know, man.
No, that's some good
that
water.
water
right there.
hose water,
You make me want to go buy a water
man.
hose.
Hold up, man. I'm telling you, 10 seconds though.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
bring
wait.
it back this summer. I'm
10
gonna
to
bring back the
15
water
seconds.
hose water this summer. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what we need, man. You know that. I think that helped us, build up our immune system and shit
Sure,
like
'cause
that.
these
You know.
children nowadays, they be leaning on the everlasting arm.
Yeah, y'all too bougie for the water hose water. Hey, man, bring it back, man.
Let's bring it back.
I'll take that little 10,
Well,
15 seconds to get that hot water up off of there, man.
I got two things to say about that. My 31-year-old is not that bad, but my 20-year-old, if I tell her to go outside, I'm gonna change colors. It's too hot out there.
It kills them.
What? If I tell her to go get some water, hey, it's too hot outside, man. Go get some of the water hose. She gonna say, ew, it's gross, man.
What's been crawling on it?
Yeah,
Man.
all that, man. Look,
Just wash it off. It's good. You
We
have to hold
truly
it like
miss.
this.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Kids so
Bring
soft.
back
these
water
those
hose
days,
water
man.
and box fans.
Kids so soft these days.
Box fans,
It
water hose water.
it goes right along with what we're saying about these parents not being mature enough. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of that. You know, you're softening your kids and all of this by not exposing them to certain things. And nobody's telling you to raise your kids in no cruel, harsh, or unusual way or nothing like that. But we just saying, get your what?
Shit together. It's imperative, baby. Miss
Uh-huh.
Sprayberry, where
That's
do you
it.
live? Because the children.
Aaliyah Sprayberry said kids don't jump fences and run around anymore. They had Club Spire. Oh my
I want to
goodness.
know what community. Because it's going down.
It's corrupt over there. Yeah,
Gotham
but that,
City.
man, that's
But
the
that's
truth
true,
though.
though.
They not jumping fences and
Uh-huh.
running around. Ain't no freeze tag and
No, they at the
stop and
motherfucking
go.
spot.
Y'all at the spot.
They
Y'all
at the
turned
spot.
up.
They
You know what I'm
hot
saying?
boxing, cold boxing, or I don't know.
Man, there's a lot going on. That's a lot to unpack, man. But I most definitely agree with that, man. You know, some of the hardships that we grew up in, some of the things that we experienced is what molded us into being what we are today, as far as those who have the mindset to be mature in the right manner. I totally respect that. Miss Latasha says these kids ain't built like we was back in the day. Again, adding on, highlighting exactly what we're talking about right here. They're never gonna be built like that. She said they soft as tissue, soft as a baby bottom. Yeah, that's most definitely a fact. And again, we're not telling you to raise your kids to be super thugs. You know what I'm saying? To be super hard, because we all human, we all have emotions, and we have different things that we all deal with. But we gotta instill some type of
Toughness.
discipline, or some I don't know exactly how to word it, but yeah, that right there need to come back. I'm telling you, man, send them niggas outside and make them drink out of their water hose, man. I'm telling you, that'll change everybody's life around here.
Well, we may
Everybody.
be tough, but we're not assertive. So
And there we go.
we need to find the right things that we're bringing. Because assertiveness is what we need.
Correctly so.
But being, you know, a thug, violence, that's not assertiveness. That's cowardness.
Correctly so. And I love the way you put that. Assertiveness is what we need.
Yeah.
Definitely, assertiveness is most definitely something that needs to be instilled back into the community.
Brother Quinn said, "No more nigga knocking."
No more nigga
That's
knocking.
old school right there.
Come on, man. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all one story of nigga knocking because Quinn brought it up.
I was sure about to ask.
Look,
But
man.
we ain't called it that in the Fifth Ward. What is
Man,
nigga
look.
knocking, man?
Nigga knocking. If you don't know, people call it different names, but nigga knocking is when a group of y'all, and that's just us being mischievous. A group of y'all go out nighttime, preferably. You know, when your ass ain't supposed to be outside anyway. You knock on the door and
burn off.
You burn off.
All right.
Okay. We used to nigga knock. Shout out to my brother Rel. Shout out to my brother Ruru Howard Brown. And shout out to my cousin Cody Harrison, right? We all went nigga knocking one night. And my brother Rel proved to us how fast black people really the fuck are. Okay. We watched him knock on this door, and he ran so fast that while we were watching him, we didn't know that he had already sprinted away. Nigga, we turned around and this nigga was right behind us. Like we were stationary. He knocked on the door. We watched him do this. And by the time we looked up the road and looked back, this nigga was already right beside us. That's how fast niggas is. Nigga knocking trained you to be on your best shit. I remember us doing shit, nigga knocking, and people get mad that you down there got shot, nigga knocking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's bring it back, man. You know, we're not saying bring back all the foolishness, man. But yeah, man, nigga knocking, drinking out the water hose, man. Bring it back. You know, bring it back like Screw, as Miss Say would say.
Well, you might not be able to nigga knock nowadays. You probably get shot.
You might get shot.
You might get shot.
We almost got shot one night.
23, you know, so it's, yeah. But water hose, most definitely.
Bring back, man. Y'all drink
Bring
out
back the water hose.
That's what we on over here at Lifted
I'm
Five.
going to buy me one for the summer so I can drink out of it. I'm bring it back.
We loving the vibes, man. We loving what we got going on here, man. We pray that y'all continue to watch us. We pray that y'all continue to tune in, man. It only gets better from here. I see we have a lot more people tuned in this week. If y'all can keep that love going and keep sharing and keep liking, it would be greatly appreciated. Again, this is Lifted Vibes with your boy Tubby the Kid, aka the Soul Ninja. We've had Miss Say on the show. We appreciate Miss Say for coming in. We played music all night from Mr. Lockheed Star, one of my friends out of Huntsville. We will be interviewing him pretty soon. We thank everybody for everything that y'all are doing to keep this thing going. I believe we will be playing one more song before we get out of here. Before we do that, giving y'all time to get y'all last comments, last little expressions out and whatnot, so that I may be able to hit on that and say that. But I hope y'all have enjoyed the vibes here. I hope y'all have enjoyed everything that we brought to y'all. We're actually going out with another song by my brother Lockheed Star. As a matter of fact, we're gonna bring one of them things back for y'all.
Ooh, yes.
Miss Say already said she want to hear the Hot Box song. Later next week, we will still have music from different artists, but I believe the Hot Box song that we played was it wasn't Fuego. Let's Go Rover. That is Lockheed Star featuring Mr. Savage Blue, and like I told y'all that was a banger right there, man. I love that song, man. Now we're gonna have to rename it. It's the nickname for that song is the Hot Box song.
Hot box song.
Hot Box J.
Or no box. If you're not into hot boxing, you know, because we don't hot box here. So hot box or no box is fine.
So we getting into the this song is called Rover, La P Star featuring Savage Blue. We love y'all boys, man. We thank y'all for sending in y'all's music. I appreciate the hustle, the grind. I appreciate all artists and all people out there that's trying to get themselves heard, not just musical artists. If you have a personal business, get at me. We will advertise your business. Again, we love everything that everybody is doing. This is Rover, aka the Hotbox song, as it's been renamed by Miss Say and Miss Sprayberry, Aaliyah Sprayberry. Again, man, I thank y'all. Here you go.
Yeah, all bunch of Savage Blue shit, man. Let's get it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, catch up. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. 187, you know I'm a soul. Making that paper while smoking the dope. Right through the hood with a K on my shoulder. Hanging my lap, running around to the smoke. Come between me and the king, I'm a soul. I need a bitch who gon' play me like gold. Country the nigga, my strap in the hose. Playing the life with his ass on the post. Walking my out with my kitchen, my spokes. Me and my cousins too deep with them toast. Feel like a shell cooking shit in the road. Your ass get clapped if you lack in the soul. Every revamp what I already told. Throughout my life, I'm a freeze, I get cold. Look the block quicker the more I get older. Standing on 10 and those snippers of boulder. You know it's before you smell it, the smoke. Filling my pockets, the life I'm folded. That bitch got me other cats and I told her. It's my cologne and they loving the owner. I'll say I'm cute, I get love, baby, yo. Drop me a blunt, it's green in my soul. She got me slow as a 73 motor. Shoot up your block if you lack to make quota. Get back to gas just like one is an older. These niggas bluffing, they playing no poker. I want the counsel, you know I'm a smoker. Why you so serious? Bitch, you a joke. I bet they went through your mind and went no. Slipping through London, this kid's gonna show. He wasn't lying, was actually told. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. I got the pack in my lap in the road. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul. Your ass get clapped if you left in the soul.
Yes, sir. Your ass get clapped if you lack them. It's over. I got the pack in my lap in the rope. Man, I hate that we had to rename y'all song. Y'all gonna have to change that to the Hotbox song, man. That's what they calling it, man. Right here on Lifted Vibes, man, and Real Talk 100 Radio. They feeling that thing, man. You know, Lot P Star. I seen them tapping their feet, chief. Yeah, so that's what that is, man. We appreciate Lot P Star and Mr. Savage Blue for sitting in all the love and all that music, and I appreciate everybody who has tuned in. This has been another edition of Lifted Vibes Radio Show. We will be here again next week, same time, same place. Hopefully, I got another good artist for y'all coming. I'm not going to say the name because we haven't officially locked it in, but stay tuned right here. If we don't have a guest here next week, we'll definitely be giving you some good material, some good topics, some good things that we're going to discuss on this show. I'm loving the vibes. I'm loving that it's going up. I enjoy being on this platform and being able to do what I do. Let me put this out there one more time. We do have a $100 giveaway at the end of this month. If you would like to enter that, all you have to do is send $1 to Lifted Vibes Cash App. That is $LI capital L IFT D, capital V, YBEZ. $1 can get you $100 at the end of this month. We will be doing a drawing right here live on Lifted Vibes. Like I said, the Cash App will be going right across that screen in just a second. We're giving away $100 at the end of the month. All you have to do to enter is send Lifted Vibes $1. $1 can get you $100. So that means you're gonna more than triple, double, whatever. None trill. However the hell you say that.
Hey, it's better than the Texas lottery.
$1 gets you $100. All you have to do, and you don't just have to send $1. You can buy multiple slots in that. I will enter your name as many times as many dollars as you send in. I've had a couple of people. I will update y'all on what's been going on now, but $1 can get you $100 here on the Lifted Vibe Show. We will be doing that at the end of the month. There will be a drawing. Anybody who is sent, I have you written down. I have you documented. I know who is who. I know who is sent. We have quite a bit of people who are already entered. So go ahead and get in there and get your chance to do so.
Did I spell the Cash App correctly?
The Cash App, the D should be lowercase and the V should be capitalized. Yeah. So again, we're gonna put that Cash App up there, so everybody can see it. That is $ Lifted Vibes. The L is capitalized and the V is capitalized in Lifted Vibes. We love y'all. We love the energy that's been brought tonight. We had a very juicy topic tonight, a very great topic. We appreciate Miss Aaliyah Sprayberry for calling in. We appreciate for everybody for their comments, their time. We appreciate the artists who sent in their music. If you are an artist and you want to send in music, either send it to myself at liftedvibes@gmail.com, or you can send your music in to Real Talk 100 Radio at Real Talk 100 Radio at gmail.com. It's spelled radio with 2 O's on the end. And that's what that is, man. Y'all send in your music. Y'all keep sending love. Again, the $100 giveaway will be at the end of this month. $1 can get you $100. So, yeah, $1 can add you. I don't know what you can do with $100, but I'm pretty sure you can
I'm
do
gonna buy a
something.
water hose if I win.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. We loving the groove. We loving the vibes, man. Again, this is Lifted Vibes here at Real Talk 100 Radio. I've been your host, Tubby D, AKIDD, aka the Soul Ninja. And I thank again Miss Say, my co-host, for coming in and offering some insight and sharing her opinion and her love on this show right here. Y'all give Miss Say some love, man. Straight up. But this is the end. I hate to leave y'all, but I have to. Keep on showing your love, keep on loving us, and we will keep on loving on you and keep on lifting you up with these vibes that we got going on. Hence the name, Lifted Vibe. Thanks again to Brother Malcolm here at Real Talk 100 Radio for giving us this opportunity. We thank everybody who is involved and instrumental in the movement. If you have music, again, you can send it in to me at liftedvibes@gmail.com or to Mr. Malcolm here at Real Talk 100 Radio. That's Real Talk 100 Radio with 2 O's on radio at gmail.com. Y'all stay blessed. Peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all out there. Y'all rest easy, sleep tight, keep your heads up, and always remember that Lifted Vibes is here to uplift you and keep you in tune with thyself. Right on. Peace, love, soul, and blessings. You did.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight to another edition of the Lifted Vibe Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Y'all make sure you tune in every Thursday night from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's right, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight, just like you heard it tonight. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Hey, it's all about lifting vibes. It's all about elevating. It's all about bringing everybody together. It's all about unity. It's all about being a community again, like we talked about tonight. Having grandma back instead of grandma. Hey, y'all. This is a real show. We want y'all to tune in every Thursday night from 10 o'clock to 12 midnight. We want y'all to tune in right before he comes in at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We want you to also tune in to some Brown Pride, y'all. We want you to tune in to another great show. They're all about community also. It's called the TDM Talk Show. Them damn Mexicans, man. We got a Mexican show. Show love to them too. So from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and then from 10 o'clock to midnight, it's lit around here. It's all about conversation, having deep conversations about the community. If you're about the community, make sure you tune in. We're out of here for the night, but we want you to keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio. We get our jam on around here. Most of our playlist is Southern Soul. So if you got an old soul and you like Southern Soul, keep it locked. If you like underground music, independent artists saying all them nasty curse words, hey, man, we got it here. Also at Real Talk 100 Radio, we keep it locked. Keep it locked. Keep it locked all night long. Right here at Real Talk 100 Radio, we get our jam on. We out here for the night. Peace. And hair grease or something like that, right? We'll see y'all. You too young to know anything about it. You Don Cornelius, man. But we out of here. I tried to do some Don Cornelius. He called it. But we out here till next week. Bye-bye.